Welcome to the first episode of AFN Naples this year. I'm MC3 Darby Ortega.
And I'm Army Sergeant David Taylor.
Once a month, we'll be running down our favorite stories produced right here in Naples.
And you're just in luck because we have the top 5 stories in the month of August.
Now that school's back in session, guess what? It's football season.
Oh man, I remember high school football 2-day practices. Whew! It was rough, but you know what? It's that time of year again where the cleats hit the turf. Petty Officer John Stratton takes us to the practice field to show us how the Wildcats are shaping up.
Dodge Europe football is back and practice sessions have officially begun. And this year the Naples High School Wildcats have a new strategy.
We need to work on our speed. That's going to be our main focus, putting together the right offense and the right defense is going to utilize the speed that we have.
For the Wildcats to move quickly this season, they're going to have to be in tip-top shape.
I kind of focus a lot on conditioning because we need to prepare these guys the way they can run full speed for 4 quarters. That's going to give us the edge.
With every practice testing players' physical and mental endurance, it's up to them to give it their all to try to impress the coaches and their fellow players.
You got to prove that you can play with these guys and just kind of step up your game so you can, prove yourself to the coaches and all the teammates so you can get your respect.
1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
Petty Officer John Stratton, Naples, Italy.
Huge shout out to all those guys doing their thing out on the football field under the Italian sun. My sport wasn't football, it was wrestling, but in the classroom, I was a history buff.
Well, if you're like Ortega over here, then you will definitely enjoy this next story, where service members from Britain, Canada, and United States stationed at JFC observed the War of 1812 bicentennial.
Britain, Canada, and the United States may have good relations now, but U.S. Navy historian Christine Hughes says it once wasn't like that.
We did not become friends and allies until later in the century. It was a long, bumpy road, but perhaps inevitable because of the many things that bind us together: ancestry, language, and defense of the maritime common.
The results of the War of 1812 are still disputed by historians on both sides, but lessons learned still apply.
We learn the value of ensuring maritime security. This is so true today as we recognize the solid link between safe seas, strong economies, and a stable international system.
Petty Officer Darby Ortega, Naples, Italy.
I really got an insight on Navy history after watching that video. But I'm more of a hands-on type of learner, like discovery zones and museums.
What a coincidence! The USO takes us to Città della Scienza, where Seaman Apprentice Nicole Vandergren takes us on a trip for all ages.
The Città della Scienza, also known as Science City, is a science museum in downtown Naples. Since it first opened to the public in 2001, Science City has won numerous awards, including the Micheletti Award in 2005 and the Descartes Prize in 2006. That's because this museum brings science to another level. Edna Wood, the information specialist at USO Naples, explains how everyone had fun during the tour.
It's a great experience. It's very hands-on for the children. It's something they can come out and do and enjoy. All the kids today got to experiment something different, even the younger children as well as the older children. And also the adults got to learn a few things that they didn't know about, which was a lot of fun.
We had a really good time. It's with her being out of school for about a month now, it's a good chance for her to get back into a learning environment and not be in a classroom and have some fun together.
Science City encourages visitors to experiment with the many activities and exhibits housed in the old factory building. During a tour, people can volunteer in demonstrations of scientific principles. By including a hands-on style of learning, the museum lets teachers, students, and families watch the wonders of science unfold right before their eyes.
The kids just seem to light up, and I think it's a great learning experience for the children where they can actually do things hands-on.
It was a great chance for us to get out of the house together and do something just her and I, something that's fun, and I hope she learned something today.
Science City will be open for everyone to enjoy during the school year and summer break.
If you've never had a chance to come out here, it's a great experience.
For more information on USO tours in Naples, check out their website at naples.uso.it. For Europass, I'm Seaman Apprentice Nicole Vandergren.
I really can't wait for my daughter to get here. That's going to be the first thing on our to-do list.
When I was your daughter's age, all I wanted to do was just write all over the floors and write all over the walls, and my mom would just get so mad at me.
Well, Ortega, you might envy these kids in this next story. Air Force Sergeant Joseph Vigil shows us a group of teens learning the arts of the street.
All right, The Naples Child and Youth Programs invited teens from around the world to attend a 2-week, all-expenses-paid art camp. After a week of viewing artwork in the area, the teens got a chance to show off what they've learned at Chalk the Walk.
This week they received specialized art instruction from a guest artist from the States, and so he's been instructing them all week, and kind of the basics, and the kids are just amazing us, and I think more importantly they're amazing themselves of their talent levels.
The teens learn the art style of the Madonari, who are street artists that use chalk to create masterpieces for all to enjoy.
For me, it keeps me aimed at not taking myself too seriously, that I have a day to do it and it might be washed away 30 minutes after I'm done by the rain. You shouldn't take yourself too seriously, especially when it comes to art, that everybody has an opinion, and the only opinion that matters is as long as you're happy creating your own art.
For most of the teens, this message may last longer than the art they create.
It never really sorts to disappear because there's always a remnant of it, because, this whole camp is based on friends having fun and enjoying it and learning. And so it's not like you lose it, but it's just, the picture's just not there.
Air Force Sergeant Joseph Vigil, Naples, Italy.
What are you guys doing?
We're having a shootout. Duh.
You serious? You know I just made a story on the MWR paintball arena, and you don't have to look this lame? Shooting, running, sliding, and communicating with team members are some of the techniques used in the game of paintball. This game is more than just run and gun.
It's activities like this that make MWR what MWR is. The more we can get more people participating, the better MWR is for them. So it's just a good release. It gets them out of the barracks rooms. It gets them out of their homes. It gets them out from in front of the TV. It gets them out exercising. So that's the best part, is just getting everybody together participating in MWR activities.
The sport of paintball not only promotes exercise.
I think it's great. Not many opportunities you get, with other military bases to actually do these things. So having this is definitely a morale booster for everyone.
Paintball guns, protective gear, and paint were all provided by MWR for a fee. And the only other thing participants had to bring was a little courage and friends to target. Specialist Jeffrey Hernandez, Naples, Italy.
Well, this is the end of our first episode of AFN Naples was here. I'm MC3 Darby Ortega.
And I'm Army Sergeant David Taylor.
Ciao.
Arrivederci. Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like or comment in the space below.